Got a Photoshop question? Brought to you by the National Association of Photoshop Professionals. It's Ask Dave.
Hey folks, this time I'm going to actually answer two questions in one. Yes, two in one. One question came from Matt Schubert, who asked, I've heard you can move just a selection from one image to another. How would you do that and why? And the other question that I thought would be I could do at the same time is from Dan Morgan, who asked, how do you use Refine Edge to make cool edges? Because I saw that somewhere once. So here we go, two in one. So I'm going to use this image here, and I want to actually use it to make a cool border on a different image, so a nice edge effect. So this is my photo that I want to actually apply the edge to, but instead of just trying to generate one myself, I'm going to use the Refine Edge command to make something a little unusual and then use that selection in the other image. Now the only thing I've done here to make life simpler is I've made sure the two photographs are basically the same size. Well, not basically the same size, they are the same size, just because that's easier, but the concept works the same. On this image, I'm going to start off by making a very, and when I say very, I mean very rough lasso selection. I'm just trying to get started with something, and then I go to Refine Edge. Now, of course, normally we use Refine Edge for things like getting hair or making the edge better. Here, I'm trying to make an unusual edge. So I'm going to push the radius slider really high and see what it does. And by the way, this works really well when you have a photograph with some texture in it like I do here. That's already looking pretty cool to me. I might put the contrast up just a little bit to see what it does. And I think I like it back here a bit. And at this point, you can kind of play with it. I'm going to hold down the Option or Alt key to take away a little bit of this here and maybe add some back in. And this is kind of the experimental part. I don't want to have any really straight edges. So I'm going to try to see if I can't mix it up a little bit here by doing a bit here and there. Because again, I'm trying to get an unusual, cool edge. Don't forget, when you're in Refine Edge, you can always go to on black or black and white in this case, because this is actually when I'm going to see how my selection looks. I think I'll stick with that for a second, because here now I can really see what happens if I move this up or down and then change the contrast and things like that. So I'm trying to get just a nice, cool kind of edge that's unusual. That looks pretty good right there. And I'm going to output it to a selection. So there's my selection. Now I want to use that selection on that other image. Now I can't copy and paste because that would copy and paste the pixels. So the trick is, instead of using the Move tool, which would move the pixels, we use any selection tool. Right now I have the lasso tool, so that one works. Just click inside the selection, drag up to the tab, wait for a second, and then drag down and let go, and now I've got a selection here. I'm going to nudge it up just a little bit, I think. And then all I have to do is two steps. Unlock the background layer, Option or Alt double click, and then add a layer mask. And now I've got this cool border effect or edge effect on the other photo. And just to finish it off, I would add a layer below that I would fill with white, and maybe so you can see it, I'll add just a bit of a drop shadow, just so you can see our cool edge effect that we've got going on. So two things in one. Refine Edge, you can push the limits to get kind of cool selections, then use that selection on a different photograph. Now, while a couple episodes ago I mentioned that I was going to draw two people's names from the comments, so congratulations to Jens, Bengtson, I'm sorry if I mispronounced that, and Ken Tony, who randomly were picked, and you will receive a discount coupon off a future workshop here in Tampa at the Dave Cross Workshops. Just send me a note at dave@dcross.com and I will send you all the details. Thanks for watching.
Ask your short Photoshop question using the contact form here at Kelby TV or through Twitter at Dave Cross. Thanks for watching Ask Dave, brought to you by the National Association of Photoshop Professionals and the Dave Cross Workshops. We'll see you next time.